So from here, double block is here.
Yep, right. Making sure both of your hands, yeah, your wrist to point of view were perfect. That was good.
And double shudo is here.
Yeah, so this is going to be, and you'll have to judge that, right? If it's much higher in here, and these are, you are going to target a little. You're not just sticking them up there. And here, you're actually using the shudo hand to find the horizontal line.
How
Right?
do you know which one to use?
What do you mean?
Versus shudo versus double block.
Depends on the technique you're going to follow up with and the onslaught and the power you have, right? So in one case, if this is if I need a lot coming in, I'm going to have to go ish, right? And I'm going to sink this elbow and come back, and I'm going to put a lot, I'm going to hunker these in and absorb it here. If I'm ahead of you on that, there's not as big a breath, hush, right?
So which one are we doing here?
Let's just start with the double up, the regular double one. Okay? And we're going to do this from both sides,
Okay.
both jamming and retreating. So if you jam, you move, exactly. In. Right? Right. Okay? Now, retreating. Right. So pay attention. So what are your feet doing? So you're at interview, nice and slow motion. Yeah, right where you're not interview. I'm sorry. You're at your ready. Now, nice and slow motion. Watch your own body movement. So as I say retreat, so you see where your foot went?
Back.
Right. Okay. So come in now and go ahead and step a little bit further out onto this part of the star, right? So from there. So boom, boom, now you see how much better of a position you're in?
Yes.
Because you're literally grabbing this. And I have to recover from this, right? So even if it's a weapon, I got to do this again, and you are just on your skin for shit, right? It's one of the
I
drawbacks.
like that. I like you giving me cues on where to go. So like do that again. If
Get
you
a
say,
number.
I
Yeah.
want you to bring that foot to there.
Yeah.
I like that.
So, right? Yeah.
That's a lot easier for me to follow. Yeah.
That is a gorgeous stance, right? Yeah, okay. So, and we'll have to figure that out as we go too.
So on a jamming block, a jamming double block, should I be coming here? Should I be going there?
So jamming, you're probably going to swing it closer to here,
Okay.
right? Because you need to close that. In all other cases, the only thing that closes the gap to me is anything on these 3 points,
Okay.
right? So you're going to want to swing, right? Exactly.
Like that makes so much more sense to me.
Okay.
So
Good.
like if we were thinking about that and put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I need you to go 6. Okay, now we're doing retreating. I need you to go to
Well, and interestingly enough, like I said, if you were to do an elbow stretching here too, then you would use this direct line, right? As long as I'm standing. But of course, the star moves, right? This is one of the misconceptions about the stars. The star is aligned to me. Not listen to that. In the fact that right now I'm standing here, but if I move in between these, guess what? I'm still aligned. It's just a shift. So for our training, I'm probably always going to try and remember to stand on a point of the star.
Good.
Right. All right. So again. Okay, now this direction, exactly. So you're at the center of star. So you're definitely going to step to the straight back position and retreat.
here.
Correct.
Now going here or
I would suggest you go there. If you go back this way, tell me what's wrong with stepping back.
now off balance.
Well, you're a little bit, but you also haven't changed much, right? And you're still in my trajectory. The only time that you want to move back is if you're going to avoid the ball and jump back, right? And for the hopes of a complete miss. But right now, we're working on boom, right? So you want to take what I was targeting here, you just moved yourself from here that far,
Okay.
right? And your body didn't seem to move that much, but my target certainly did. Okay, nice. Okay, back on. Nice. Okay. Double shudos. Okay, again, now this is going to be just a one-handed light. Now watch when you make a shudo. Tuck that, well, not have to do it. Hang on. Okay, so notice when I do this nice and slow, when I do this, boom, see this? I tense this. If you do this, it's going to get hung, it's going to get jammed, or it's going to get broken. You want to bring them in here, you want to tense them, you want to make them tight. So again, like everything else, I'm loose, 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 heish, right here, I'm heish. This is where I tighten up right there for those hands, right? I should keep those fingers together, don't do that.
So we're going double shudo this direction. I'm bringing my leg here?
Yeah, same leg work, right? You might not have to go as far because you're not absorbing as much. And part of this is you have to mechanically calculate the energy. How much energy am I going to have to absorb? And the more, the longer, the deeper you want to go, because you've got to be able to soak that up and then send it back, right? Again, right? Go ahead and wherever this is, target them with your hands, but target them not at an angle. So again, come up right at my head, right? So nice and stuff, horizontal for this one, right? So here, not going in my midsection, horizontal, right? So see me move down, I've got, this is how much room I've got on my hand placement between here and here. If I need to go lower than that, then I'm gonna sink. And it's all part of the same thing. It's just like drawing your gun. As soon as I see it coming, the motion is one and the same. It's not a two-step, it's not a 1-2, it's not a 1-2, it's a 1, right? Okay, good. Good. Not so good. We'll just work on that. All right, so remember, watch the trajectory. I'm not cheating anything here. I'm coming in really just, all I'm going to do is I'm going to hit between here and high and low. All right, midsection, I'm not going to lower than that yet, right? So walk down, get a lower stance if you can. You okay with that?
Yep.
You got the flexibility? There we go. You see how much power that gives you, your ability to launch back if you needed to. Right? Okay, now you're just stepping straight back that way. Not that that's horrible because this is not a powerful block. It's legitimate. You can also step to the one, we'll just call that one. Not that far. That'd be just set that far, right? So we'll just take yourself by, yeah. Because that's the idea. So don't put your hands up. That is my target. Now put your hands up, right? Step back. That is now my target, right? And the force, direction of force is going this way. So you want to be somewhere else, right? Nice. There you go. Okay, go away. Number 8. Yeah, you have a lot of repetition in the real world, and so I don't want you getting into that. This is one of the problems with training instructor during training, right? Is the incorrect cue. The incorrect cue is I'm training and this is a repetition. You need to figure out what your triggers are, right? You need to trigger on seeing the motion come. At some point, we may or may not, might get around to it. I've got 2 of these. I might hide them behind me if I can get away with this with different colors, right? In one case, it's a evade. In the other case, it's something to get the brain working along those lines.
Red tape on one, green on the other.
Exactly. Exactly. Okay, so those